All right, Josue, I heard you, buddy. Yeah, he's out on that walk. Good to see everybody. Happy Tuesday to you, Big Waves. Good to see you. Good to see you. I sent Andrea a message and I said, I'm coming in on two wheels, coming in a little hot this morning. But we got it in. We got it in. So the word for today, I said we were better together because the word for today is better, better. Okay. So let's venture off into better. If you look at better, it's greater than half. Like better is, I'm picturing like a scale of 1 to 10. Better is like just moving past the 5 mark, right? Right, just moving past the middle, just getting that just a little above the middle. It's greater than half. Improved in health or mental attitude, more attractive, favorable, commendable, more advantageous, more effective, improved in accuracy or performance. And as I looked at this kind of from a definition standpoint of what is better, and how can I be a little better today because of the word better? Brian Tracy said this: your life only gets better when you get better. Your life only gets better when you get better. Now, crazy enough, when I looked at that quote, there's a lot of, I don't know if you're guilty of this, but again, I'm rolling the bus over me this morning. But how many of you are blinded by, from time to time in the day, by judgment of others? Like you got somebody that just got up under your skin. So you'll spend the next 5 minutes or the next 10 or the half a day very aggravated at that person that got up under your skin. No, surely not. That's never happened to you. Well, it's happened to me. And it's like, how can I get better today if I can't get past somebody else? Because for me to get better, I got to focus on me. But so many times I'm focused on Anita, or I'm focused on Jerry, or I'm focused on people the closest to me, and I can't get better myself because I'm too focused on judging them and their flaws and how they aggravated me or ticked me off or said the wrong thing or all this stuff. And so I'm going to spend my day not moving past that middle point of making myself better. And I don't know how I got that out of that quote of Brian Tracy, but he says your life only gets better when you get better. Doesn't get better by judging other people. Doesn't get better by letting them get under your skin all day long. It only gets better if you get better. So I thought about small wins. Like, think about this, small wins, like stringing little wins together in your health, in your body, in your mind, in your relationships. The Coach's Corner is a small win for me every morning. It really is, because we take this word, we communion together, we like, this is a community, and I honestly feel like I walk away, kind of like I do when I go to church. I feel better. I feel better. And I feel worse when I'm not on here, right? I just feel like it's a little incomplete in my day. So string little wins together. It could be the littlest of win. This is 15 minutes long, but it means a lot for my day. What are we doing for our health? What are we doing for our body? What are we doing for our mind? And what are we doing for the relationships? And the relationships is not just the person that you're laying down with. The relationships is, what are you doing for your business relationships? What are you doing for the world out there that does not know about your business, those relationships? What are you doing to string small wins together towards relationships? And then the other is daily habits. I thought about this. I thought if we let the little wins over time compound, what happens when we let the little wins over time compound? It turns into habits that are positive, and they end up concreting themselves into my daily life. So if you've ever read the book Compound Effect, whether it's your finances, whether it's your business, whether if you just string little wins together over time, it starts to compound like compounded interest. And I end up concreting habits that ends up changing my life. That's how I get better. And then the last is challenging myself to just move past that middle point 1% each day. Just, am I going to be a 5 today, or am I going to be a 5.1? Does that make sense? Like I just got to go and move that needle just a little bit to make all the difference in my health, in my mental game, in my relationships, in my body, and let that string together over time and compound like compounded interest. So that was my thought today. Andrea, I'll turn it to you.
Well, great job, Coach. And the quote that I found was, don't bother just to be better than others. Try to be better than yourself. And that's William Faulkner. And I think about so many times we can get caught up in this world today where we are comparing and we're competing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Eva Marie did this and Will did that and Cheryl did that and I didn't. And I'm trying to compete with them. But as Coach would say, I'm over here, looking at their plate while my supper is getting cold. So, how can I be better? Because I think about there's so many places I could be better. I could be better at my work. I could be better with my health. I could be better with the people that love me and that I love. Like there's so many places that I can improve, but I'll tell you, all of those can be improved if, one, I stop trying to compete with other people, and if I focus on some key areas. So here's some key things that each and every one of us, I bet, if we're all human, I bet we can all focus on in order to be better. So first of all, love and support others. So when we show up and we just love on people and we support other people, that makes us better humans. On the flip side, love and support ourselves. When we give ourselves, like if I would call you on the phone and say nice things to you and show up to support you and whatever it may be, I should be doing those same things for myself. And part of that is having better boundaries. So each and every one of us probably have places where we wiggle. And another Coach quote would be where we crawfish, I think is what he says, where you just kind of back up from something that maybe you truly believe in. But if we have those stronger and better boundaries, we will be better overall. With that, one way we can improve is to let go of anger. We have been wronged, everybody on here. And guess what? We have wronged. There's no one on here that hasn't stepped on somebody else's toes at some point. And, sometimes we can hold on to the anger and we're holding everybody else to this standard, but we're holding ourselves to this standard. So if we raise that bar, let go of the anger and ask for forgiveness for the times that we've done wrong, but finding that and doing both. Another way we can get better is to leverage our strengths. I don't know if you guys are like me. You guys hear about my weaknesses all the time. And I'm like, oh, I need to be better at, I need to be better at, I need to be better at. There's so many places I can improve. But if I really want to be a better human, I'm going to leverage my strengths. There's our places for each of us where we are excellent, where we thrive, where we have something that we can offer. And if we focus there, we will be better as humans. Next is to take care of ourselves. We want to be better in all aspects. We need to give ourselves better nutrition. We need to try to find a way to take or have better sleep. We need to take care of this body in order to be better. Next would be to create community. Think about this community. It's over 3 years now. Yeah, over 3 years now that we have created this community, and I know I'm better for it. Not there yet, but I am better because of this beautiful group of humans. Next is to take time to rest. That can be hard in our busy, busy lives, but if we want to improve, we've got to take care of ourselves by resting. And then lastly is to keep learning. So every day, plug into a way to learn. And I don't really care what we're learning about. It could be that you're learning about physics or gardening or, mental development or anything else. I don't know, learn how to change the tire on a bicycle, but always be learning in order to get better.
Love it. That was awesome. Thanks, Andrea, for the lesson. This just happened to me yesterday, and I got to tell you, I had sent a text message to somebody, and listen, I do it to people all the time, but I had sent a text message like 3 days ago to somebody with no response. And I had played all this stuff in my head of how they were avoiding my text message. And yesterday they called me and said, oh my gosh, I just found your text message buried amongst a bunch of text messages. I'm so sorry, I hadn't read it. And I'm like, if I would have just reached out to that person and said, hey, I sent you a text message, did you see it? They would have said no. And I would have spent like 3 days less telling myself how they didn't read my text message. Does that make sense? I'm sure none of you have ever done that. So, but that's just a little flaw in me. And so this was a great lesson for lessons like that, that would be so better if I just worked through some communication platforms. So guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you back tomorrow.